Hi guys, I hope I gave you enough warning to join me for this live today. I want to try and schedule times for them, but it's difficult fitting them into work and home life. So hopefully if I give you at least half an hour's notice, then some of you will be able to join me at least. So today I wanted to talk about embossing folders and ways to get colour into them. If you're anything like me, I really struggle with inking before and after with embossing folders, but this is what I'm sharing with you. Ignore the fussy cutting. I'm going to do this again later because I'm not happy with my cutting out, but as you can see here, this is quite a detailed embossing folder, and I've managed to get lots of different colour into it. So that's my technique to share today. So the product that I found that's finally made me able to get colour on an embossing folder are the watercolour fine tip and brush pens from Alton New. Today I'm using two sets, so the Hawaiian Shores and Islands of Fiji, just because I want some colours from both, but you know you could easily just pick one set and go with that. So the folder I've used again is an Alton New one. This is the Moroccan Tile 3D embossing folder, and what I've done is picked out different parts of the pattern to add different colours to. And the way I've done it is by, when you look inside your folder, you've got a raised side and then a smooth side where the pattern's indented. So I'm working into the indented side, and I'm going to apply colour direct with the watercolour brush pens. I've experimented with lots of different things under the folder, and for me I found that craft is the best. I've tried black, I've tried white, I've tried just working off my mat. I find that all too difficult, but the craft just seems to work for me. But again, you can go with whatever you like. I'm not going to do this full amount of pattern because I won't kid you, this technique is not particularly quick, but it is quite effective. So I'll just do a small part of the pattern for now to show you how I did it. So let's start with some colour. So I'm going to go in with the ultraviolet, which is from the Hawaiian Shores set. And that's what I used on the central element here. And literally all I've done is taken the brush tip end and I've literally just run the colour into the indented areas. So pick out all the bits of the pattern that you want. Now you could do the whole pattern in one colour or a rainbow colour from the top to the bottom. Ombre, the limits to this technique are endless, but I'm just going to show you the basic idea that worked for me on this one. So I'm just going to apply the purple where I had it. Okay. And then I'm going to take, dropping things on the floor. I'm going to take Azurite now, which is from Islands of Fiji. I'm going to switch up where I applied the colour last time. So I'm just going to do the small elements now. So again, just run the colour into the indents. Don't forget the little dot in the centre. And I'm working from top to bottom, left to right, so that I'm not putting my hand over any areas that are wet. Although, because the colour's indented, you shouldn't get any transfer anyway. So just quickly, the pen just follows the indents around, so it's really easy to do. But it's just a little bit time consuming. So that's the blue. And then I'm going to take the emerald, which is also from Islands of Fiji, and I'm going to just do a little bit of this pattern, so we're filling in part of the area. I'm sort of going to cut in a square, so I'm trying to see how much I need to colour. I think that will probably do of that part of the pattern. I don't think I need to do any more. You'll see what I mean when we finish. So I'm aware that it's a hot sunny afternoon and you've probably got much better things to do than watch me colour. So I will try and speed this bit up. If anybody's got any questions, Rick, do you want to just see who's there and let me know, because I can't look at both screens at once.
Right. There's Jackie Chapman. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Di Bill and KJ's Bits and Bobs.
Oh, hi, Di, and hi, KJ. Hope you're enjoying this little bit of a live session. Right, let's get some colour on quickly. What's everybody been doing? Have you all been enjoying the sunshine? I went wild swimming for the first time yesterday, which was quite exciting and cold, but it was really good once I got in. Right. Oopsie, I've done a wrong bit of the pattern there, but never mind. That'll be cut off, so it doesn't matter. And final little bit to get me to where I'm going to cut my square off. Right, so that's the quick colour applied. So now I've pre-cut just a piece of white card, and I've put a bit of masking tape onto it. I'm going to turn the folder over so I can see that I'm getting my card where I want it. And I'm just going to get my big shot into screen, and then so you can see the colour showing up on the white already. Sorry if this shakes the camera a bit. It's the first time I've tried to do die cutting on camera. It's a little bit wobbly. I've run that back and forth, and now you can see there is some colour, but it's not very strong, and there's still some colour left in, sorry, Rick's adjusting where it can be shown. There's still a bit of colour in the embossing folder, so I've got a spray bottle, and I'm not going to mist directly down onto it. I can't show this very well on camera, sorry, but I'm basically aiming in mid-air so that only a very light mist of water is hitting the folder, and then that's why I taped the piece of card down so that when I flip it down it's in exactly the same place again. And then I'm just going to run it back through. It's because the pens will dry on the plastic a little bit, so unless you do like a little bit, put it through, a little bit, put it through, it's going to dry all the time. But now I've wet that, then you can see that's picked up all the colour nicely onto the pattern. There's a few areas that have missed, but that's because I'm not being particularly very careful. And so I'm just going to spray again, because I want to get rid of all the colour now, so that I can apply the background colour to the same piece. So I'm just going to rub any of the remaining colour off, and then I'm going to pick Minty Mint from Islands of Fiji again, and I am just going to literally go with the flat of the pen over the folder in the areas where I've applied the colour into the pattern. And then when we flip it back over again, because it's still held in the same place, so it's nice and secure, then run it through again. And then when we open the folder, you can see we've now got the Minty Mint. Again, sorry for the patchiness. You know, you take a lot more time and care to do this than I'm doing just to get the technique across. So I hope you can see that's quite an easy way to apply some colour to the pattern in the embossing folder. Oh, sorry, Jackie, you're saying I'm not very loud. This is all very new to us. I think I am going to invest in a microphone for these in the future. I have actually got quite a loud gob, so maybe I'm just not speaking very loud. Is that any better? Can you hear me a bit better now? That was quite a fussy technique because the folder itself is quite a fiddly folder, because there's lots of intricate detail. But I have done another example, and I'll show you in a sec, with the linked ovals embossing folder, which is much more simple. So you could do again, as I have with the other, pick do these would be great as rainbow. But what I've done is just a really simple, I've made a simple card with, sorry, I don't know where the camera is. I can't see, the camera's too high up and I can't see what I'm doing. As I said, I'm very new to this. So yeah, I've done the same folder, and I've done the indented colour and then the raised up colour. And then I've just added a simple silhouette using the Greeteries Bluebell Botanic Cuts die. So I'll show you how I did that one. Let me just move this machine out of the way. I'll try and use some different colours because I always use teal and green. I get very bored with myself. So again, this folder's got a smooth side and a more indented side. So what I did here was, what should I use this? It's bright red. Was literally take the side of the pen again and just run the side gently across all the flat area that you want to cover. And this is really quick. And get my little bit of card again. And then put my strip in place, tape it in, get the machine back. And because this was much quicker for colouring, then the pen won't have had time to dry out. So hopefully this should be a nice stronger colour. Oh, you can hear better. That's great, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. So yeah, so there. When I take my thing, so you can see that's got the dark colour indented into all the deep area, and we've got the raised up bits still in white. And then all I did I need to clean that off again. And the other thing I found with the pens is that they do actually allow me to do a direct to paper post embossing, which I've struggled with. I've tried brayering colour over the top, rubbing it with my finger, and I never seem to get the effect that I want. But these pens on their side seem to create minor miracles. So that's the border that I created, and then I literally just die cut a circle and I've embossed that. And then turn away from me. Let's go with a nice orange. And then literally on the side again, you can just pick up the raised area and leave the other white. And this again is really quick and quite effective, and it doesn't bleed into the dents, which is what I usually find when I've tried doing techniques like this before. So then I've got the opposite effect, which is what I had on my card. So for the border strip, I've got the colour in the indented bit, and for the circle I've got it on the raised bit. So the two textures, and then I've turned it on its side, so you've got the patterns going in different directions. So we could do the same thing once this was trimmed down with the orange and the red. So that's it, guys. Essentially, that's the technique that I've come up with. I will finish off the Moroccan tile one later, and I'll pop that on the blog. And hopefully, if we get the technology figured out, we think we've set up a YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm the age I am and I'm doing all this technological thing for the first time. So hopefully later on you'll be able to find the last video that I did, and this one will be on our YouTube channel. So hopefully you'll subscribe, and you can see videos and rewatch them there. Any further final questions before I let you all get back to your Sunday afternoon? Doesn't look like we've got any questions. Okay, not to worry. Happy crafting, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the sunshine if you've got it, or enjoy the fan if it's too hot for you. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.